they'll be calling you a radical. This is a really important video, extremely important. And so stay with me on this thing. That's me right at the umbilical cord. Right there, that's this year. My peace sign's up. Oh, I got no publicity. The BBC and Reuters called us hippies. No, I'm a beatnik. I'm a native boy. So this is real important. Shoot the fucking shit into space. Get it off our place. Safety, safety. Not on the fucking beach. Not on the fucking beach. Not on the beach. This gotta go. I mean, so it was a powerful movement, powerful ceremony. I'm always there. Anonymous was rooted around. The Million Mass March started. Sarah's gone. Some great pictures of Sarah and I. So this is where I'm getting at. So Gene Stone, who you know I'm friends with, Dan McClure, who I'm friends with, all these guys that live there have been fighting this our whole lives, and then we'll get to this Chinook catastrophe salmon collapse. And why am I shooting it in the Water School of Art? Because that's who built the reactors there. So, the Chinook salmon, 2015. That's the returns on the Bonneville. We don't count dead tile piles of SAN ONOFRE. We don't even get Geiger counters out. This is real important. There was a meltdown at SAN ONOFRE. And I wish you fuckers had listened to me. I broke in there so many times. I've snuck in there so many times over the years. Me and Johnny Ray, when I was full of critical condition in the bone market, we're the ones that exposed the fake union wars. We're the ones that broke their back. They had a fucking meltdown. On January 30th, 2012, the place is hot. It's killing the ocean, just like Fukushima. So, that's the returning salmon in 2015. Okay, right on cue. We're bragging, oh yay, on the Bonneville, on the Columbia River, the big one. 2016. Projections of 1.7 million. We're mystified, we're baffled, we're puzzled, we're stumped, we're perplexed, we don't know why. Oh my God, it's an aberration, Kevin. We're going to heaven, a stairway to heaven, Kevin. Where'd you sleep last night? I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun. Fukushima, Japan. I'm a leukemia survivor, remember? So 2017, okay. Expected returns of 2.1 million. Whoop. What? Oh, it'll be better in 2018. Remember we had all the bets? The run's over. Remember the bets? Look at this. That's for the year. Projections of 2.5 million. They walked them back to 1.5 million. Then they walked them back again to 1.2 million. Then they walked them back again to 980,000. Remember our bets? I said 300. We ain't gonna get 330,000. They sucked up. Tim's up there. He says it's a fucking nightmare. On the water every day. He says even the ones they are catching, little skinny, scrawny. It's a nightmare. Oh, these are fantastic photos. I want people to know that Anonymous and Million Mass March. Who's that behind the mask? She's always been right next to me. Always, the whole time. That's 2017 this year. That's Sarah right there. That's her. She's gone. She's passed. Tragically, sudden death. Tragically. It's I mean, I'm heartbroken because I cared. Fuck, do you? Obviously not. Well, our group does. Not the people watching these videos, they care. So, the salmon numbers catastrophe. Let's get back to this nightmare. We'll go for a walk. The year, this is important for the Million Mass March Club. In her name, let's get real about her. She was a performance artist. She was so intense, so radical, so loving, so fantastic. She was the greatest. You know, the whole crowd. She was the greatest. She was intense. Talk about a female proud of her sexuality, proud of her. She'd fucking get in your face. So the year of the woman who fights back. Oh, she fought back. I'd like to see some pompous ass, born with a silver spoon up his ass, freaking yell-off punk, try climbing on her. Oh, she beat the fuck out of him. So, we need you, Anonymous, on the nuclear waste thesis. You know who you are. So the salmon numbers are free fall. Let's get back to this. So, Dan and those guys that got invited to go walk through. I want to stay with me. Geiger counters are lighting up. I've tried telling you, I wish you would fucking listen to me. They did not have a scram in I was in the bone marrow transplant center dying of leukemia. You know I've been fighting SAN ONOFRE my whole life, and I'll show you why I've been fighting SAN ONOFRE my whole life. Okay, I'm a native boy, by the way. I'm a native boy. That's me right there. Right, and I didn't even know. I didn't know. I mean, now think about this. That's me laying right, shooting into space. That's me laying right at the umbilical cord. Now, this is important. I was conceived right there, on that place. How do I know that? My dad told me. My mom told me. My father from here, the San Onofre, drafted Marine at Pendleton, nuked in the Nevada test site. My pinup artist, Woodbury mother. That's where I was made, right there on the beach of San Onofre. That's where I was conceived, literally. Oh, you're too intimate. Yeah, tell that to Kerouac. Remember his stories about what happened to him on the ship? He was a Marine from there. Remember Doc Ricketts? I mean, too intimate? I don't think so. The nude lecture. Illegitimate fucked up course. So there's going to be a day of, on her birthday, it's October 17th, they're organized. It's a day of protest thing, you know. The anarchist is going to be out doing some crazy stuff on her birthday. She was a great radical. She was a radical. So she was a radical. She was a radical. She got it on San Onofre. She got it on everything. You know, we're dedicating this shooting into space. So, like I said, real important. This is who built the reactors at Fukushima, Japan. The nuclear outbreak that's going, you don't care. Excuse me, cancer. So, you know, I got leukemia in 2011. It'd be almost 7 years ago. These guys that were inside there, which are still hiding, are still anonymous. I'm friends with them. I've known them since I was a kid. Me and my dad, you know, the Special Forces Marine. Remember the Marines out there? They started that movement in San Diego, whatever. They were ex-Marines. Remember, fuck the Army? Remember that? Remember that? In San Diego, you forget your socialistic communist roots. How about Trump's trade guy? You know where he's from? Huh? Oh, he's a San Diegan. He's a San Diegan. Full blown out, used to walk around, carry signs. I am a socialist and proud of it. For real, that's Trump's. I'm a pro-tariff guy, by the way. I'm pro-tariff, you know, big time. But where's the tariffs on Trump's women's shoes? So, me and Joni Ray snuck in there when I was sick and exposed the fake union workers. These guys from inside were leaking to me on the scram in 2011. Okay, now they stay with me on Utah and the outbreak. So they were leaking it to me. I was in the bone marrow. I had the field. I had a whole field. I was doing interviews everywhere. Oh my God, this guy predicted his own cancer, blah, 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 blah. My dad died of AML leukemia in the prime of his life. I'm going to elaborate on that to say, shoot the fucking shit into space. Get it off our place. So, in 2011, they're coming to me. Kevin, they had a scram, you know, and I'm leaking it out to the media. I got some contacts down there, you know, and there's some reporters that took some risk, you know, Channel 10, Channel 8. And so then in 2012, I'm going in a coma. I got this little rock in my hand. I'm hanging on, fighting for dear life. My little granddaughter had bought it in it. She was a little baby then. She didn't even know what it was. I'm clinging, I'm going in out of a coma. The very day they had a meltdown. January 30th, 2012, my worst, darkest days in the bone marrow. Everybody thought I'd die. Nurses in there tickling my hands from right here from this university. Going in and out of a coma. Don't you go. Fight. I mean, the closest I came to death. So, they're looking to me. I came out that night. I don't know how. They're like, they had a meltdown. They were Jerry Brown rigging the reactor. They were retrofitting a Mitsubishi instead of a Hitachi reactor, or vice versa. Hitachi instead of a Mitsubishi. Tomato, Snowden, you know, nuclear fallout kills you. So they were cheating. They were Jerry Brown rigging the steam fit. It blew. The core blacked out. They have a relief valve. Same thing at Fukushima, Japan. It wasn't a tsunami. But there, of course, the cores just blew up and cracked, so same thing happened here, same thing. So what happens? The relief valve kicks. The steam comes back. They call it a steam malfunction. Don't you love the NRC calls it a level 7? What? Only a 7? Now, who would put a scale from 1 to 7? That's malice by inception. They're trying to deceive you and con you, to kill you for profit. Just like Dirty Herbie here. So stay with me. It blew. So what happens? They have to vent it. Oh, we got lessons not learned. Oh, it vented all through that reactor, in the reactor. A bunch of guys that have worked there got cancer. People inside there are still afraid of their job because there have been people killed. Whistleblowers get killed. Nuclear whistleblowers, you don't believe me? Well, oh, I know. Ask Karen Silkwood. I mean, he goes on and on and on and on. All over the world. This is a global international crime syndicate. They'll kill you. Putin will kill you. I mean, these are nuclear imperialists. You think the old imperialists, the Russians, ours, the Japanese, I mean, the Swedes, remember the imperialists? Who were they? The Swedes, the Japanese, the Russians. They're still the ones in this play game, and the new wannabes, and the Queen, the Bavarian Nazi, she's not English. They're all pro-nuclear. Why are those people all pro-nuclear? Get it off our plate, shooting into space. There I am, that's me. By the way, every time I go there, I feel sick. It's hot. So they're coming out with their Geiger counters now. Now, this is real important here in Utah. Real important. Shooting into space. Get it off our place. So, this is real important in Utah. The SAN ONOFRE generator in 2012, they built a special truck. It's hot, hot, hot. I'm like, you can't bring it in here. We have laws here. Prohibit certain types of level. We only can have low levels. It was exceeding. I'm going crazy about it. You know, they had a meltdown. So, they loaded on the truck and they brought it here. We went out there, me and Deb, the neurosurgeon. I was so sick. You know, she drove me out there. We went out there with Geiger counters. You know, hundreds of thousands over the legal limits. The cop tried to break my arm. I was sick. I had a central line in my jugular vein. I shouldn't have been out there, but I stayed way back. But we're contaminated everywhere. I've said for years I'm going to put a stone up. I'm going to put a stone and I'm going to carve it in stone there. You know, I'll get back to my things of the place is hot. I mean, you can go to now all you want. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Donna. You know, old Donna used to call me the last San Diegan. I was conceived right there. I didn't even know I was laying there. I had no idea. Safety. I had no idea I was laying in the mama's womb. I had no idea when I was laying there till I saw the photos the next day. Shoot the fucking shit into space. Get it off our place. SAN ONOFRE's hot. I've tried to tell you. I wish you'd listen to me. I mean, if you people would pay some attention to me. I'm the guy that leaked it out. The leak. Those insiders went through me. I've got the thing. I'm in the bone marrow. I'm doing freak things in SAN ONOFRE, and we got it to the media. And he went down there. They tried to arrest him. They tried to arrest me. I'm like, fuck you. Well, I get in their face. I'm like, I'm on the fucking beach. I know the law. Just like when I walked from Mexico to San Francisco, I walked the whole way on the beach dying of leukemia. People would come up to me and say, oh, you can't walk here. A guy tried to pull the gun on me in Shell Beach. Baptismo. I'm like, fuck you. Shoot me, motherfucker. I got my camera on. I can legally, there's an access. There's public access along all the beach. It's federal law. It's state California law. I don't care if they got their yard right up there, including SAN ONOFRE. There's public access on the beach, on the water, so they can say whatever they want. So this is important. Stay tuned. So 2018-19, hey 19, Kevin Blanch, commenter number 19. What's that? Tony Gwynn got cancer the same time I did. We were born the same day, exact same day. Oh, that's no big story? We don't count dead tadpoles, I do. We don't count dead humans in bone marrow transplants, I do. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines. This is real important. E.O. Waters, who built those reactors, 3 days after he got the contract to build Hoover Dam, died of leukemia. You're willing to give up your life. The year of the strong woman who fights back, in the name of Sarah. Sarah Elizabeth Bond was her name. Me and her were very close. She was fantastic. She's gone. I care. Do you? Stand tuned.